welcome back to another video, guys. I'd like to show you this fancy tower that I've recently completed. This is where I began. A little bit more complex than a frame, but it's still quite simple. It didn't take me too long to just make this. It gave me a good idea of how it was actually going to look when complete. So I've based this on a tower that I saw online. Obviously I liked it because it had an unusual shape. It had these extensions at the top and on the side. So the second stage here, you can see I've sort of anchored it to the ground. I've tried to make it look as if the builders of this tower have built up the earth to support the weight of the tower, and obviously I've added in these supports, and it has this single entrance with a balcony and a ladder, making it very difficult to obviously capture the tower. The third stage here, you can see I've added depth at this stage. I've used this new technique. I haven't actually seen anyone else use this exact technique, so your opinion on this would be interesting. Base layer is bedrock, the outer layer is cobblestone. Basically I've tried to imitate the look of real cobblestone. The rocks themselves are obviously enlarged, but I do like this technique. It allows me to create quite a simplistic tower without it looking so plain, without it looking like the second stage there. So the last stage, obviously, with a tree and the dragon. I've roughly based this dragon off Drogon, I think it is, from Game of Thrones. It could have been one of the two others. I've also used Smaug from The Hobbit as inspiration, and obviously I've added a lot of my own sort of ideas, which makes this dragon quite significantly different. The head, for example, is a lot larger than what you'd see on Drogon or Smaug. Obviously I need that size to add detail. Obviously I've added this flame. I've used lava blocks, orange stained glass, red stained glass to simulate the fire. I've added red stained glass at the top to show that the fire is cooler. If I turn it to night, I happen to think it looks very realistic. I was very pleased with it when I saw this at night time for the first time. So you can see the fire's just about to hit the tower. I felt like something was missing just with the tower. I felt like I should add a little bit extra, so I decided to make a dragon. And back to day. So more on the tower. You can see I've added this red strip around the tower, about 2/3 up. These wooden extensions here as well, and one there with a window. Obviously the 4 on the top for the archers, although I don't think they're going to do much good against the dragon in this case. And a little shelter here to stop the rain from falling on the staircase. Inside a shelter here. So a little bit of the interior. This spiral staircase. I thought this was appropriate for this type of structure, being quite narrow. You can see I've added some wooden supports at the top and some lamps, obviously. The windows here, I would like these to be narrower. Obviously they're meant for archers they're meant to cover archers. I'm not actually I'm not actually sure what the exact name is. So opening there, a little room in here. You can see this is the wooden extension from the inside window. This little detail around. Travelling down this little room here. Again, some wooden supports up there. So quite basic interior. I don't like to add too much, or obviously too little. but I think this has the right balance. So the ground floor are quite a big construction. So tell me what you think of the dragon and the tower, specifically the cobblestone technique, which I think has worked very well. Certainly makes it look more detailed, more aesthetically pleasing. I'm also going to show you the fantasy windmill that I've updated. You can see the original version here. I felt like this side of the structure was lacking a little bit of depth. It was quite flat, as you can see from this angle, and I thought that I could make little other little improvements, remove a bit of the clutter. So this is what I've ended up with. You can see I've added a lot more depth to this side. I've extended this bit of the structure, and I've also added an extension and a circular balcony. I think that works very well. I've sort of copied a few of those ideas from the other side, but overall I think it makes it look a lot better. You can see I've also modified the blades there, made them a little bit smaller. I've added a larger tree, as you can see. I've also updated the colour scheme a little bit, made it brighter. You can see I'm using orange stained clay rather than the hardened clay. Obviously I've also removed a lot of the clutter. I've just gone with a simple path, simple gate. So overall I think it looks a lot nicer. So tell me what you think of that project. Again, you can download all of these projects from the description. Again, I'll leave you with a slideshow of renders. So as usual, thanks for watching.